Well, hello, my friends. Kevin the Comic Doctor coming to you with another live CGC unboxing. This day, something a little bit different. 2 full boxes of magazines. That's right, guys, magazines. And I'm not just talking Sports Illustrated here. I'm talking some comic book related magazines as well. Have arrived from CGC. Now, a lot of you all have been waiting for your magazines to arrive. I know Angelo out in Quebec has been waiting over a year for some, and you know what? I'm not even sure if they're in here or not. I'm not sure whose books are in here or not, but there's a lot. There's a lot. 2 full boxes of CGC magazines finally in the house. Listen, guys, I don't know if you know this or not, but magazines are like the next frontier, it seems, in collectibles, all right? I have been doing a lot more magazine pressing and cleaning submissions over the last few months. I'm going to sneeze. Nope, maybe not. Okay, if I sneeze, I'm going to hit that mute button really fast so I don't blow your eardrums out. But magazines over the last... You know, and when I say magazines, now I'm talking about Sports Illustrated in particular. Sports Illustrated magazines have become super hot. There's a couple of American clients who contacted me probably about 3 or 4 years ago, inquiring about my pressing service, and they started sending me books here and there. And the numbers of these started growing and growing and growing. And it seems to have caught up here in Canada as well too. I have probably 2 or 3 pretty steady clients up here who are constantly at, bringing in Sports Illustrated magazines, and some of the prices these books are getting is astronomical. So if you are into magazines, into Sports Illustrated magazines, heck, even to Playboy and other types of magazines, these are things that are now starting to really catch up with the comic craze. Now it's kind of shifting over to magazines. So, check those attics and those garages and those bins. If you collect them when you were younger, some of these books are fetching top dollar. So don't discount them. And even I know Rob at the Toronto Comic Book Show has been featuring or trying to feature more magazines at the annual shows. He's trying to bring magazine dealers in there as well too. So again, don't discount magazines. They are, it seems, the next hot thing. Anyways, guys, if you're new here, I'm Kevin the Comic Doctor. I'm a comic book presser and a magazine presser, too, it seems, located way up in Oshawa, Ontario, Canada. I'm also an authorized CGC dealer, and what that means is I send your books away to CGC down in Florida to get graded. And they're a third-party grading company. When they come back looking kind of like this, and I think I have it ready to go right here. They come back looking like this, all slabbed with an actual grade on there. So you can determine exactly what this book is worth now because of that grade. I haven't been on the last week or so, and I don't have a glass of water. This is gonna be a bad thing probably, but I haven't had an unboxing for a little while, and I'm kind of happy about that. What do you mean? Why are you happy about that, Kev? Well, I'm happy because it looks like a lot of my submissions are kind of in a holding pattern over there. They're going through quality control, and they're kind of lingering there for a while. And if that means that they are just taking their extra time to make sure that all of your slabs don't have defects on them before sending them back to me, I am perfectly okay with that, and I sure hope that will continue. But I do anticipate more comic books heading back probably towards the end of this coming week. I move my chair over a bit here so I don't cut my own head off. All right, so here we have The Deadly Hands of Kung Fu in a 3.5. This is number 22. I think this is Carlos's book, I think. Anyways, and so far these new slabs don't seem to have any damage. Okay, ooh. Yeah, these are, oh my lord, look at this. I don't see any damage on these slabs so far, which is great. Check this baby out. Hulk number 13 magazine in a 9.8 white pager. Pretty sick. And guys, if you're new here, also hit that subscribe button so you can join us in the chat. There's already a chat going on there. I see everybody here. I'll go over to the chat when this stack gets a little bit too high and I have to kind of reorganize them. I'll go over to the chat window, say hello to everybody, and take any questions you might have about pressing or cleaning or magazines or comic book collecting or whatever. All right, but you have to subscribe or you can't participate. I want you to participate. And if you're new here, let me know where you're coming in from. I'd love to hear where you're actually tuning in from as well. All right, let's keep going. All right, next we have, nice, very nice, a Vampirella, number 113, in a Canadian price variant. It's a pretty popular book. Also in a very nice grade, 9.2. Again, I don't know whose books these are. I will sort them, or Charlie will sort them rather, very soon. Next, we have another Vampirella book. I have a feeling these are Angelo's, I think, but I'm not 100%. Checking for cracks, and they look pretty darn good. Vampirella 68, Canadian price variant. They must be Angelo's if they're Canadian price variant. And a 9.4. Angelo waited over a year for these. Over a year. We have an Erie magazine, number 81. Again, Canadian price variant. Nice high grade and a 9.6. And I'm running out of room here, guys. Look at that. All right, so I'm going to have to restack these babies up. I'll go over to the, to the chat room. Oh, and happy Mother's Day, by the way, to any mothers out there that might be watching, and I'm pretty sure there's probably none, but you never know. If there's a mother out there, happy Mother's Day. All right, where's my chat window? There it is. Let's go over and see who is here. Move that down a little bit so we can see the top questions. Ooh, there we go. Mike's, oh, hi, everyone. More boxes, 2 open just like, yes, Mike, just like Christmas. Lord Thoth is here, my trusty blue wrench. How you doing, Lord Thoth? Good to see you. And do as Lord Thoth says, my friends. He's a very wise man. Like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you know when we go live. Eric's here as well. Digital Man. Hello, everyone. It's a magazine time. It is. It is. And I think there's some pretty sweet Sports Illustrated as well coming up very soon. Again, not even a third through this first box. Not even a third. Rob's all excited. Let's go. Eric says, mags are good, comic mags specifically, but I'll enjoy whatever stuff he's sharing this eve, I'm sure. Well, they're pretty awesome magazines, yeah, even if they're not comic books. John's here. Hello, John. Good to see you. All right. We're almost set to continue on with the next batch. Just 1 second here. Robert's here as well. Hello. Comic Rookie's here. What's up, my friend? Lord Thoth, I have my Epic magazine collection considering. Yeah, I have a lot of those too, actually. But because the magazine wait times were so long, I just kind of gave up on that whole idea of doing it. Wow, another look at this one. Just checking for cracks, and I don't see any cracks at all. These slabs are pristine so far. Vampirella 64. Wow. Also Canadian price variant in a 9.4. Really nice, beautiful art. Gorgeous copy, and a 9.4. And we've got a creepy magazine here. Also a very nice grade, 9.2. Look at that. Wow, some beautiful grades here. Very, very cool. And if these are Angelo's, I think I pressed these a long time ago. I remember pressing them, sending them back to Angelo. If these are his, I believe they are. Angelo and Eddie as well, not just Angelo. And then they held them for a while. I shrink wrap everything. They send them back to me, and then I inspected them, and then yeah, off they went. So these were done a long time ago. Another creepy. This one's a 9.4. Pretty cool. I think I need a wider screen for these guys, eh? Next we have. Look at this. Another one right here. Anybody need a creepy magazine? We got 3 right here. All right. I'm running out of room again. Magazine slabs are really thick and heavy. What else we got? Here's another order here. Okay, no, same one there. All right. I'll do one more, then I'll go back to the chat. We have a Warrior number 1. I was seeing this quite a bit, and an 8.5. This is a British United Kingdom copy here. Right there, Warrior number 1 and an 8.5. Okay, now I am way too high here, and not high in that way, but just my stack of comics is too high. So let me go back to the chat as I reset everything. Let me move that down a bit like that. There we go. Comic Rookie, Lord Thoth. Okay, Eric. Hey, Doc. If I send in books a month or so ago to you, and I sent my CGC my paperwork for the books. If I sent my books a month or so ago to you, and I sent my CGC paperwork for the books, so when you mail their billing me for the grading. They'll be adjusting the price upon receiving. Yeah, unfortunately, I won't have them done before June 1st. That's the problem, Eric. That's what stinks. So yeah, they'll either adjust it. I can send it and to see what happens. Maybe we'll get lucky. You know what I mean? But very slim chance I'll be getting. So I'm not getting to people's books before like 2.5, 3 months right now. So I wouldn't even get to them. And of course, this all happened prior to them upping their prices. I take it, right? So yeah, unfortunately, it won't make it in time. But I can still send it the way it is, and we just kind of go like this and hope they're generous and charge you with the old prices. He loves that cover. 9.8. Yep, Vampy. More to come. More 9.8s, guys. There's more 9.8s. I think you're gonna like this. Some pretty awesome books coming up. I took a quick peek. I saw a lot of 9.8s, which I really like to see, obviously. But let's see who else is here. Nice. Damn, 9.8. Nice job. Yeah, not bad at all. Lord Thoth, I have a Superboy 98. Might make the trek to you for you to take care of. For me, Ultra Boy is my favorite Legionnaire of all time. Sweet. Yeah, Lord Thoth, happy to help. And of course, you're gonna get the Blue Wrench discount. Good. Oh, great. Thank you. Wayne says, Happy Mother's Day. Wait, there's no moms here. Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I said, Wayne. What are the chances? Are there any moms out there watching? Are there any moms out there? Curious. Peter G says, watch the Burnett work. Interesting discussion with you on AI and Chat GPT. You know what? I didn't know I was going to be a co-host with Robert. And it's very intimidating because Robert is so well spoken and articulate. I was just there to give out a comic. We didn't even talk about Guardians of the Galaxy, really. And yeah, Peter's talking about it was Friday night. I went over to the Burnett work, if you're interested. And Robert did a viewer mail segment. And we also gave away, I gave away this copy here of Guardians of the Galaxy #1 over on his channel. I wanted to give you guys more notice, but I couldn't because even Rob gave me very little notice. So I couldn't really do that. I'm in live chat mode. I am. And anyways, I was there for about 15 minutes. We were talking about this stuff, giving this stuff, talking about comic pressing, and then we veered right into the viewer mail. And he didn't turn me off; he kept me there. And so he was asking my 2 cents worth on a few topics, and that was good practice, I guess. It was fun. It was fun. But thanks for tuning in, Peter. I'm glad you enjoyed. Eric says that's fine. No worries, Doc. Okay, cool there. But we can talk. We'll talk. Wayne, there's blue. Of course, Wayne, you didn't know you're a Blue Wrench. All right. Let's see what else we got here. Moving on to another order. Still in the comic book realm, but not... was that a crack? Is that a crack? No, it's not a crack. Okay. No crack so far. I shouldn't even talk about it. Here we go, guys. Right back to the comic world. We're sitting on a TMNT #4. And it is in a 9.4. Nice grade on that. And... another TMNT. I think Gus was waiting for one of these. I wonder if this is one of his. I don't even remember anymore. I forget whose is whose now. I have to look all the numbers up and figure out whose is who. We got a Raphael #1 and a 9.1. This is a book that's so hard. I press so many of these, and oftentimes they are just a mess. So a 9.2 on this book is actually probably pretty good. We're just about over halfway through the box here. This is a 9.8. Here we go with 9.8. Shattered Comics edition from 2020 of TMNT #1. It tricks you at first. But it's not the real deal. It is a reprint, of course. But a 9.8. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. All right. Still in the Vampirella mood. Yeah, these slabs look really good. Very happy. 7.0, Vampirella #1. White pager. Got to take out all the invoices. This one looks absolutely squashed in there. Remember, they only have one slab for magazines, and they have an inner well, and they put this one in here. I think we already saw one of these already, but this one just looks like it doesn't fit proper. It's a British copy of Warrior #1. It's in a 9.2, nice grade, white pager. It just seems to me like down here at the bottom, I don't know if you can see it or not. I don't think you can. It just looks like it's not displaying, in my opinion, very nicely because it's squashed in there. Again, not all magazines are the same. This magazine here is bigger than the TMNT magazine below it, right? Or it's for the Vampirella. You can even just see. Look at the size of this magazine. It's about an inch, a quarter inch bigger, right? Like, look over here. Look at the difference in size. So, but it's the same slab. It's the same size slab. One size does not fit all. And unfortunately, with such a large book, they didn't crush the book, but it's being forced to fit in there, which is, look, it doesn't even fit in the screen. It's a really large book. Still a nice grade, but it kind of stinks that has to happen, right? But I guess it's not a perfect science, right? Anyways, we'll go back to the chat because I'm already at the top. The next batch I show you will be the end of box #1. Then we move on to box #2, which I think you're going to really enjoy. I think there's a lot of Sports Illustrated magazines in there. And I'm going to tell you guys, I have showcased some Sports Illustrated books on here before, some of which have been, I've been told after the fact, they are the highest graded magazines on the census. For example, there's an the image of the cover with Evel Knievel on there. That, I think, came back a 9.4 or something like that, or 9.6, highest graded on the census. I also did I showcased this one on my Instagram, was the Pele cover, was 9.6. Again, highest graded on the census. It soon sold. The owner sold it right away, actually, within a week or two after getting it back from CGC. He sold it for $10,000 US. And now I understand, I hear through the grapevine, that exact same book is now for sale for $25,000 US. 9.6, highest copy on the census. So yeah, don't think for a second. Go to those yard sales, my friends. Go and find those magazines. Come to the Toronto Comic Book Show. Like I said, Rob is really trying to, add the magazine element to the show as well too. I think you'll really enjoy that. And when we get to the magazines, I'll talk to you about things you might want to look for when shopping for these magazines, because there are some magazines are better than others, and I'll explain that when I get to them. And you may already know this already. You're a lot of smart guys out there, but I will talk about that when I get there. We're almost through with this box. That was and these slabs are, yeah, so far, so good. You know how nice it is to open a box so far and not see a bloody cracked slab? It's very nice. Very, very nice. All right, okay. So we got 4 more books from this one. Another TMNT. Another TMNT #4. This one in a 9.4. Was the other one 9.4 or 9.2? Let's see. Oh, they're both 9.4s. And this is another 9.4. We have a TMNT #1. This is the real deal. But this one is, of course, a third printing in an 8.5. So there you go. And last but not, oh, nice. Nothing like leaving a 9.8 to the very end. Not one single slab was cracked. I want cheering sound effects. That being said, these are not comic book slabs. These are magazine slabs. And anyways, they look absolutely pristine. Very happy with this. 9.8 white pager TMNT #2. What does that say? Oh, interesting. Counterfeit. There's a counterfeit copy. I'm not up to snuff on this. It's a counterfeit copy. It says #2, no publisher listed, no date mentioned. So this is a counterfeit copy. I assume they knew about this. I did not know about this, but it's a 9.8. I don't know what year it came out, but interestingly enough, that's an oddity I haven't seen before. But maybe you TMNT experts can fill me in, because I'm sure someone out there knows about these guys. All right, that was box #1. I'm going to clean these babies up, shove them over, and then I'll go over to box #2. While I do that, though, let's go to the chat section and see what you guys are talking about as I get organized here. Mommy is watching the doctor, John says. All the mommies watch the doctor. John, come on. Let's be honest. Eric says, from your experience, does pressing magazines yield better results similar to a comic? Is there more you can do with a mag, or is it about the same? Just depends on the flaws. Well, I'll tell you. Yeah, magazines, like these magazines you just seen here, yeah, they definitely improve with the press. The Sports Illustrateds, the Playboys, that kind of stuff. Yes, they definitely improve with the press. Magazines of the Sports Illustrated ilk, those types of magazines are extremely difficult to press. It's a whole different ball game, right? The paper is much thinner, much finer. You have tons of inserts, cards, all kinds of things in there, ad pages. So they present a whole other set of obstacles, you know, and things you have to do to prep the book. So, but yeah, I've seen them improve tremendously. So yeah, to answer your question, Eric, yeah, it's the same deal. If you're planning on sending books in to get graded, you definitely want to get impressed. That the Pele book I mentioned, the Evel Knievel book I pressed both of those. And plus others, right? So yeah, and you find old magazines and old slabs. Yeah, you can crack those out, press, resubmit. The same deal you do with comic books happens with magazines as well too. Just a new frontier, man. It's a new thing. I wouldn't say it's a new thing, but it's starting to catch on, and catch on more in a different way than cards. Even like, I mean, talking like little trading cards. Magazines actually. They look like their first appearances. When you have Wayne Gretzky on the first appearance of Wayne Gretzky in Sports Illustrated, or Michael Jordan, or whoever, like I mentioned, Evel Knievel or Muhammad Ali. Those are big historical instances. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what you should look for, though, when trying to buy these books, because there are things you can do to improve. Not improve your chances of getting a higher grade, but to get the most bang for your buck, I think is what I'm trying to say. Let me just pack these all back away here. Give me 1 sec. Almost done. And then I'll slide the other box over. I'm pretty sure the other box is Sports Illustrated's. I kind of hope they are, because I'm waiting for so many Sports Illustrated for such a long time ago as well. I know Leo's been waiting for Sports Illustrated for months, and the turnaround time was supposed to be really, really fast, and it wasn't. Not happy about that at all. But again, CGC was having a problem with their magazine. They have a different machine to do their well, first of all, they changed their magazine slab. They have a new, much stronger, more sturdier slab now, and the machine had to be swapped out. The machine they had didn't work for a while, and that's why a lot of these magazines were taking so long. I was sending magazines under walkthrough, and they were taking months for walkthrough, and walkthrough should be a week, right? Anyways, let's see what else you guys are saying. Mike says, still waiting on my Sports Illustrated from 19 months ago. Hopefully it'll be, oh my God, Mike. That's not with me, right? It better not be. I don't think I have anything there is that at CGC that's that old. Some of those mags you just saw were the oldest magazines that I've had at CGC for, in recent months. The comic book is the same question. Started to buy Sports Illustrated and was wondering if it's harder to do. It's, I'm going to tell you the dry cleaning part of it. The paper is far more, it's less forgiving. Let's say that. The paper on a magazine is far less forgiving, especially more modern magazines. Comic book magazines can take a little more abuse, to be honest, than say a Sports Illustrated magazine from the late 60s, early 70s. They just don't take the abuse like a comic book can. Not that I abuse comic books, but I mean, I found in my years doing this, you have to be a lot more gentle with the magazines. And, the whole idea of wet cleaning, all that kind of stuff, I would throw that out the window with a magazine. The paper is so fine. It's a whole other ball game. It's a whole other methodology when doing magazines. And they're also much thicker, whereas a comic has 20 something pages, 18, 19, 21, depends, under 25 pages, 28 pages. A magazine could have like 60 pages or 50 pages. So yeah, very different approach altogether. Comic Rookie Mike, what SI did you send out? Both the Eagles Champion editions. Cool. Cool. I would love to get one of my team, but the Lions don't make the front cover. Mike, I'm sure there's a couple Barry Sanders covers. Okay, lots of convo about the different things. Cool. Yeah. Counterfeit. What? That's scary when you didn't even see it. I don't. It's exactly the same. It could just be. Yeah. But sometimes these counterfeit books. We're talking about the TMNT book we just saw. Sometimes the counterfeit books are sought after as well, right? It's like knockoffs. You know, sometimes there's certain toys, for example, in the toy business and toy collecting where you want knockoffs. There are some Star Wars toys that were made in Mexico that were not official, you know, Kenner America releases. Some of those toys are very, very expensive, right? Depends. On those TMNT, yeah, there are fakes of issue 2. The fakes have a much glossier feeling cover than the original copy. There you go. Thanks, Eric. All right, here we go. Box number 2. And yes, we are jumping right into, make sure it's all clean. It looks like it is. Sports Illustrated, my friends. And I am by no means an expert when it comes to sports. It's Michael Jordan, I would assume. Let's have a look. Here we got an 8.0 copy of a 1995 March issue in an 8.0. Make sure there's no cracks on these. We got a 9.0 copy from July 18th of 83. Right there. All right. The Blue Jays and the Expos are now no longer around. Expos, the defunct Expos. Nice copy of from 1988 with Wayne Gretzky on the front cover in a 9.4. We have a March 9th, 1981 copy, 9.4 copy with Magic Johnson on the front cover there. All right. Now, what I was talking about earlier is this. When you're looking for, if you start, you know, I'm going to start collecting magazines. If that's your next venture, what you want to do is try to locate magazines that don't have the common mailing label affixed to the front cover. Books that don't have those on the front cover are far more valuable. Far, far more valuable. Because I think in many cases it means that the books were bought in a magazine shop. Again, books that are bought at a magazine shop or at a corner store or at a variety store tended not to be taken care of, and they tended to get wrecked. You know, anyways, that's what the true collectors are looking for. Clean front covers. And I know some guys will try to peel them off or rip them off. I think it looks unsightly. You never can get it off completely. You always leave usually a dull area or a torn area. So I recommend just leaving it the way it is. I personally don't mind the labels. I think the labels are kind of cool. It's like a date stamp, but that's me. And most guys aren't like me. Most guys want them clean as a whistle. Okay, let's go over to the chat as I put these ones away. Eric Hosier, do magazines have a similar pressing process? Like I said, it's similar. I mean, the principle is basically the same, but the temperatures are different. And every single magazine will have different inserts, will have different cards, you know, subscription cards and things like that. So you have to kind of almost approach every magazine as an individual. And like I said, also the magazine paper is far finer than and more forgiving in many ways than a comic book paper. Newsprint, I love newsprint. They didn't, you know, the paper that's inside of a magazine from this era isn't newsprint, right? So, yeah, gotta be very, very careful. All right, we'll continue. We got a lot more here. Oh, back to some. Oh, wait. Before I do that, I don't want to mix up these invoices. Gotta put these ones with the other box. Over here. All right, next one. Next one we actually have a, oh boy, I think this belongs to Ted, who came to the shop yesterday, and these are the only things that weren't here. The New Mutants, this one here is the $5.95 cover price in a 9.6. And we also have the normal issue, the $4.95 in a 9.4. Come on, there we go. Some New Mutant books there. And oh, we got some superhero stuff in here as well. We have a Spectacular Spider-Man #1 from 1968 and the 40-cent price variant in an 8.5. And another one as well in a 7.5. Oh, guys, I'm not showing you the pictures. Okay, you know what? We'll go backwards now. It's high anyway, so I got to go backward. Here's the 7.5 Spectacular Spider-Man. Then we have an 8.5 Spectacular Spider-Man, so I do apologize about that. Sometimes I get ahead of myself and I don't transition the scene. We also have, underneath that one, we have a New Mutants in the normal version in a 9.4. When I say normal, it's a $4.95 price variant, or $4.95 price, and then the $5.95 is the variant, I believe, or cover price. There. So some superhero stuff thrown in for spice there with these Sports Illustrated mags. There's more to go. Don't worry. Almost another box to go. Okay. Okay, back to Sports Illustrated. Now these ones, yeah, these I'm pretty sure all of Rob's books. I think the ones we saw right at Sports Illustrated. Here are some more. We got a Sports Illustrated from June 22nd, 1988. Clean as a whistle, nice. Michael Jordan again, and a 9.4. When it comes to value, guys, I have absolutely no idea what these are worth. I have no clue. We've got a WWF Raw Magazine, Volume 1, #1, in a 7.0. Right there. It's the first issue of that. Wow, here we go. Rob's going to start smiling now. 1989 copy, Sports Illustrated, number 71, in a 9.8 white pages. We got a 9.2 copy from 1983, November of 1983. Dan Marino? I'm terrible. I don't know these guys' names. Dan Marino. I was an L. Dan Marino, rookie. 9.2. You football fans will know more than I do. All right. I'll do one more. We've got a 7.0 copy from 1963, December 16th, with Paul Lowe and Tobin Rote right here. Very, very dippy. If you haven't done so yet, hit that like button, guys. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. It does help with the analytics quite a bit when you do that. I want to bring as many people to this community as I can. And the more people that like and subscribe and comment and whatever, it just brings people back to the channel. So I'd certainly appreciate that. I'm at the top of my stack here, so I have to reset. I'll try to remember to transition next time. Here we go. All right, let's see what you guys are saying. Eric says, do magazines okay? Wow. Sports Illustrated. Yes. All right. Okay. Also, some news, and I was planning on coming on here and doing a one-on-one to go over my prices. My prices have changed. If you go over to comicdoctor.com and you go down to the pressing label, you look down at costs, I've broken down the prices. Things have changed, though. I don't want to get into it here. I'll try to do a video maybe tomorrow or two, a quick little, breakdown of what's going on. If you want to go over there and check it out for yourself, you can do that now. It is live. All of my forms have been updated. I was waiting for my computer guy to do that so I could announce it. Some things have changed. Some things haven't changed. The big changes for books between $500 to $1,000. Again, I'm not going to get into it right now. Head on over there, have a look, and I will certainly come on here in the next day or two to go over it, explain myself a little bit, and go from there. But I think you're going to notice not a whole heck of a lot of changes. All right, we'll keep going here. Oh, wow, look at this. Muhammad Ali. 9.8. Look who's back, Muhammad Ali. Not looking quite as graceful as fit as he used to, but of course this is 1980. 9/8, not bad. That's cool. Any more 9/8s? Let's see. No, not so far. We've got, again, Shaquille O'Neal and Kobe Bryant cover together. Issue June 25th, 2001, and a 9.0. Again, who's going to appreciate these magazines? Certainly not me, because I'm not really a sports guy. I mean, I like my hockey here and there, and I can watch a baseball game, but these are things I wouldn't be into, but a lot of dudes are. And I couldn't really explain it too much. So, but the rarity of some of these is certainly there. So, yeah. Okay, another 9/8 from 1991. We got a Mike Tyson and Razor Ruddock cover. 9.8 white pages. There you go. We've got from 1973 Jackie Stewart cover. Look at that. So happy. Not a crack. Not a crack. Oh, wonderful. Jackie Stewart. And one, oh, we got two more. I'll fit them in. We got Tiger Woods. This is the first Tiger Woods we saw today. 9.2 from October 28th of 1996. And a 9.2 Tiger Woods cover. And then last but not least. Yeah, we did all those already. Yeah, we did. The final one we have. Oh, I always save the best for last for you guys. It's Mother's Day after all. There you go, the swimsuit edition. Sports Illustrated with Christy Brinkley. I think that's Christy Brace. It is. In an 8.5. 1981 swimsuit issue. There you go. Pretty cool. If I get it in focus, it'd be even cooler. There you go. All right, there you go, guys. That is it. That's the box. Oh, let's go back to the chat and see what you guys are saying. Hey, Stuart, how's it going? Lord Thoughts is cool. Brad says, hey, how you doing, Brad? Rest in peace, Leafs. Yes, that was a nail biter, I tell you. That was not fun watching that game. That overtime was really, really awful. Laura Thoth appreciates Christy Brinkley's bathing suit. And I appreciate you guys coming in here on Mother's Day. You stuck away to do a live unboxing with me, the Comic Doctor. I'll be back probably later in the week. I believe there's a whole bunch of books that are ready. They just have not shipped yet. And if these books are yours, the books you saw today are yours, please be patient. I don't know exactly whose are whose. We'll sort these books at some point this week. And if you're local, by all means, I will send you a text and you can come pick up at the shop on Saturday. Or if you are long distance like Angelo and Eddie, I will pack up and ship as soon as I can. All right, guys. Again, I'll be back probably in a few days to go over the price changes at comicdoctor.com. In the meantime, if you want to go over there and look yourself, you're more than welcome to. And that's pretty much all I have. It is now 7:30. I think I'm going to go hop in my Camaro and go for a drive before it gets dark out because you know what? Hell, I deserve it. It's been a long weekend. Thanks, Lord Thoth, for being here. Thanks also to Wayne, my Blue Wrenches. And thanks to you guys again for popping in. I sure hope you have a nice evening, the rest of your Mother's Day evening, and a great start to your week tomorrow. And again, I'll see you very, very soon right back here. Before you go, remember, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and that notification bell so you know when I will go live again. And you can join us and talk over on my chat section. All right, guys, until next time, have a good night. Bye for now.